Hello, I am so excited for this lesson, like seriously, because the amount of times I've been told and asked by foreigners, cześć, jak się masz? It makes me want to shoot myself. Like, this is not the most common way to ask someone, how are you in Polish? We're gonna finally discover the most popular ways that you can say how are you in Polish, and stay tuned till the very end, because at the very end we're gonna discover number one way of saying how are you. But today we're gonna discover other phrases that you can use and just show that Polish person that, hey, you know what, I am just not a typical person who just came here for a week and knows only cześć, jak się masz. I know more than that. That's what I want for you, and today we're going to discover that together. And if you really want to learn Polish, make sure to check out some of my other videos. Anyway, let's get started on the topic, because I have a lot of phrases to show you that are not the typical jak się masz. But to start off the list, we're going to start it off with jak się masz. We already know this phrase, jak się masz. Jak się masz. You ask someone personally, you are addressing them as you. How are you? Jak się masz. The most widely phrase used. We've discovered that, but we don't want to sound that. There is actually a variation of that specific phrase, and it's jak się miewasz. Miewasz. I swear to God, I would prefer to actually hear miewasz than mash, because everybody knows mash. Everybody uses mash, and we don't want you to sound like everybody. We want you to sound unique, and that's what you're going to achieve by not using jak się masz. Okay, so we've discovered jak się masz, jak się masz. Perfectly fine. You will hear people using it, but it's not the most popular way. Variation of that is jak się miewasz, miewasz, miewasz. Jak się miewasz? And now we're going to go on to the fun things. And the next phrase is co słychać? Co słychać? Co słychać? You can also add co słychać u ciebie? U ciebie. Co słychać? What it means is actually co means what, so what. Słychać is the infinitive verb of to hear, so it means literally what to hear, but what it conveys is the message of what's up. What can I hear about your day, okay? What can I hear of what's happening in your life, basically? Co słychać? It is a little bit poetic, you could say, in a sense, because we are hearing the life in Polish language with this phrase, but it's very common. It's very commonly used. So, co słychać? Co słychać? And you can add u ciebie, co słychać u ciebie, or if there's more people, you can say the plural, u was. Co słychać u was? Okay? At you plural. So what can be heard at you plural? And you can use it if you're, talking about someone else and you want to ask, oh, but how are they doing? Co słychać u nich? U nich. And it's a plural version for them, masculine and feminine. Co słychać u nich? Can be girls, can be males, can be both mixed, okay? So that's the next one. Co słychać? What can be heard in your life, in your beautiful poetic life? Next one is co u ciebie? Co u ciebie? Co u ciebie? Co u ciebie? Co u ciebie means, again, what's up with you? Like, what's up in your life? What's up? Co, what? U indicates at. So what's at you? What's happening at you? What's happening at your life? Co u ciebie? U kogo? At whose? U ciebie. Ciebie, you. So co u ciebie? Co u ciebie? What's at you? That's the translation. But don't think about it. Translation. It basically means how are you, okay? How are you? That's the meaning of it. Co u ciebie? U ciebie. Co u ciebie? Co u ciebie? And again, if you want to ask co u nich, what's with them? What's with them? Co u was? What's with you? So you have options. You can play around. The base is co u. Co u is the base for this phrase. Co u ciebie? U was, u nich. And you just change according to whoever you want to ask, about, basically. So co u is the base, and it basically means how are you, okay? And it comes from co słychać, from that part of being heard in someone's life. Next one, it's, quite popular. All of these are, widely used. It's not like you're not going to hear them. You will hear them. They're not archaic ways of asking someone, how are you? They are, possibly you will hear them if you will live in Poland, if you will come here for longer periods of time or whatever. Like, you will hear them if you're among Polish people. So the next one is co dobrego. Co dobrego u ciebie. So it's a variation of co u ciebie. We add co dobrego. What's good with you, What's good with you? What's good in your life? Co dobrego, good, dobrego u ciebie. Co dobrego u ciebie? Again, you can change it to plural and all of that. Co dobrego u nich, u was, and all of that. You can change it. You can change it. So it's this variation. We have loads of those little variations that can be mixed up with extra words. You could ask co złego u niego. Co złego u niego. What's bad with him? Like, what's bad in his life? If you've heard that someone is having a bad time in their life, you can ask, if you're talking with a friend, ale co złego? Co złego? Ale means but, ale co złego? What's bad u niego and his life? We know it's about his life. So there's loads of these variations of these sentences. Jak leci? Jak leci? So I love jak leci. Jak leci, again, you can say jak leci u ciebie, jak leci u was, etc. You can do those, or you can just simply say jak leci. Jak leci. How is it flying? Basically, that's the meaning of it. So we're asking you, how is it flying? How are you flying? You can actually, we're kind of asking more, how are you flying? Not even how are you flying, how is your life flying? Jak leci? So we kind of have our head in the clouds, I suppose, in the Polish language, and we kind of use those little phrases that when you translate them literally, they kind of sound a little bit weird, but there you go. Jak leci? How is your life flying, And now we're getting close to my favorite one. Okay, we're here with the top two that will have their own variations as well. You can add u ciebie, u nich, u was, u niej, u niego, blah, 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 all of those. You can add those indications of a person to any really of those phrases. But the top two phrases, number two will be jak tam. Jak tam. How is there? How is it over there? Basically, that's what it means. How is it over there at your life, in your life, at your place? Jak tam? Jak means how. Jak, how. Tam means there. So we're asking how there, but what we're really asking is how's it there? How's there? How is it there with you? So jak tam, and you can add u ciebie, u niego, u was. You can add all of those, but the base is jak tam. How's there? So how is it there? How's over there? And my favorite one, the most widely used by me, by my friends. And I think it's probably the most popular option. Like really, I'm serious about this. I think this is the most widely used. So don't ask anyone jak się masz. First of all, it's too difficult. I mean, it's not too difficult. You can master it, but it's unnecessary to make for yourself this difficulty. Just ask them co tam, co tam. And it comes from the other one, the other one we've seen, jak tam. But co tam is even simpler to say. It's co tam, and it means what there. So what's there happening with you? What there? Co tam. So, and it basically means how are you? How are you? Co tam, and you can use co tam, jak tam, co słychać, co dobrego. You can use jak leci. You can use all of those without the specification of a person. U ciebie, u was, u niego, u nich. You don't need to specify it. So you can, but I think the only option really, if you want to specify it, is to learn the plural, u was. Because if you speak to, usually, let's say, if you speak and ask someone who is, but there's more people, you will specify that you're asking both of the people or all of the people, not just the one person that you might have been looking at while saying that sentence. So u was is the only thing you really should remember for the plural. But you can use all of those without it, and it's perfectly fine. And co tam is the number one, I think, most famous phrase in Poland amongst the Poles to ask how someone is doing. How are you? Not jak się masz. And that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you will not use this too overly used jak się masz phrase, because you have plenty to choose from. Co u ciebie? Co dobrego u ciebie? Jak leci? Co słychać? Jak się masz? Jak się miewasz? Jak tam? Co tam? So you have all those different variations to choose from, and my personal recommendation is of course co tam, because I think that's the most popular one, but you can choose any. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you like this type of video, click like, let me know that you did, because I will be making more of those, and next week we will talk about different ways to greet people, and not just the plain Jane cześć. To avoid having the sentence cześć, jak się masz, you know already the part jak się masz, you can change to co tam, jak leci, whatever you want, and we're going to substitute that word cześć, which is very difficult to pronounce because it has ch that we've seen already together. If you haven't, here is the link to the alphabet video. Ch, cze, si, ci. Basically, it has it's a word of pure Polishness, okay? It has ch, it has si, it has ci. You can't get hard like that, almost. I mean, you can, but you know what I mean.
Na mon voornamen?
Grzegorz Brzęczyszczykiewicz. Brzęczyszczykiewicz. Grzegorz.
So, we're gonna try to finally avoid saying that and make you sound again more native-like, because everybody's trying to say cześć, and cześć is not the only way to say hi to someone in Poland. So, I'll see you next week in that video.